So this video is part 2 where we will talk about car parts. Last video, part 1, was about the exterior, the outside of the car. In this video, we will be talking about the interior, the inside of the car. So let's get started. First, we have door lock. Door lock. The door lock on the left is automatic. The door lock on the right is manual. For manual, you need to push down. On the left, automatic, you just hit a button. Door lock. Door lock. Steering wheel. Steering wheel. Use the steering wheel to drive the car. Steering wheel. Speedometer. Speedometer. A speedometer tells you how fast you are going. This speedometer is in kilometers per hour. Speedometer. Odometer. Odometer. An odometer tells you how many miles you have driven. So this car has gone 91,308 miles since it was made. It's the total miles on the car. Odometer. Oil gauge. Oil gauge. The oil gauge tells you about the engine oil. Oil gauge. Oil gauge. Temperature gauge. Temperature gauge. Temperature gauge. The temperature gauge tells you how hot the engine is. When it is in the red, it is too hot. Temperature gauge. Gas gauge. Gas gauge. E means empty, no gas. F means full. You have a full tank. Gas gauge. Horn. Horn. The horn goes beep, beep. You use your horn to alert, tell other drivers things. Most cars have horns on the center, in the center of the steering wheel. So you push where the arrow is to make the horn go. Horn. Ignition. Ignition. The ignition is where you put your key. You put your key, your car key, in the ignition and turn to start the car. Ignition. Turn signal. Turn signal. You flip the turn signal up or down to signal right and left. Turn signal. Rear view mirror. It shows you what is behind you. Hazard lights. Hazard lights. You push this button for the hazard lights. The hazard lights flash to show other drivers that something is wrong or that they should be cautious. Hazard lights. Touchscreen, audio display. Touchscreen, audio display. It looks like this touchscreen is in German. Touchscreen, audio display. Temperature gauge. Temperature gauge. The gauge is on the left and you turn it. Turn to red for hot air. Turn to blue for cold, cool air. Temperature gauge. Fan speed. Fan speed. It makes the air blow slowly, weakly, and if you turn it up, it's stronger, more air. Fan speed. Air conditioning, AC button. Air conditioning, AC button. This turns on the cold air. So on a hot day, you want to hit the AC button. air conditioning. Defroster. Defroster. This car has 2 defroster buttons. One here next to the temperature gauge and another one here. This symbol in the yellow square is for the defroster. You use your defroster when you cannot see out of your windshield. The defroster helps clear the windshield. Defroster. Power outlet. Power outlet. This is not the outlet, it is the plug, but the plug goes in the outlet. I could not find a picture without usage rights. Power outlet. It's where you charge your phone in the car. Airbag. Airbag. The airbag will deploy, come out at you when you have an accident. The airbag is there to protect you. Airbag. Glove compartment or glove box. Glove compartment or glove box. A lot of people put their proof of insurance and registration in the glove box. You put your car paperwork in the glove box. Okay, so these words are specific for an automatic transmission. Most cars in the United States are automatic. In other places like Europe, South America, you see more manual cars, but we are talking about automatic cars. Brake pedal. Brake pedal. The brake pedal controls the brakes. The brakes stop the car. Brake pedal. Brake pedal. Gas pedal or accelerator. Gas pedal or accelerator. The gas pedal makes the car go forward. It makes the car drive. It goes faster. Gas pedal or accelerator. Gearshift. Gearshift. So this is the gear shift of an automatic car. P stands for park. The car is stopped, not moving. R is for reverse. That means go backwards. N is for neutral. That means no brake, but not forward or backwards. You use neutral when you need to push a car with your hands. D is for drive. That means go forward. Gear shift. This is a handbrake or a parking brake. Sometimes when you park on a hill, you want to use the handbrake to be extra sure your car will not move. Handbrake or parking brake. Okay, now we are going to talk about manual transmissions. Manual transmissions. A manual transmission has a clutch. A clutch. There is still a gas pedal and a brake pedal, but there's a third pedal. The third pedal is the clutch. You use the clutch to shift gears. Clutch. Stick shift. Stick shift. That's how you control the gears. A manual car is also called a stick shift. So when someone asks, can you drive a stick? They mean, can you drive a manual car? Do you know how to drive a manual car with a clutch? Stick shift. All right, now back to all cars. Front seat, front seat. Both of these seats are in the front. They are front seats. This is the driver's seat where the person's driving, and then next to the driver is the passenger seat. Front seat. This is a seat belt. Seat belt. It is very important to wear a seat belt. It is the law, and it will help protect you. seat belt. Child safety seat. Child safety seat. Children need a special seat to ride in a car. This is a child safety seat. There are different sizes for different ages and weights. Child safety seat. Next, we have back seat. Back seat. Those are just the seats behind the driver. Sometimes there are 3 rows of seats, but usually just 2. To have 3 rows, that would be a minivan or a bus of some kind. But this is the back seat. Okay, so that's all for the interior car vocabulary. If you want to watch it again, feel free. You can adjust the speed if you want. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a nice day.